Greetings, everyone. And today I'm gonna be doing a classic review of one of my all-time favorite movies, Lilo and Stitch. In an honest review, this review is gonna be more of a classic one. Now, first let's talk about the plot. In this one, a genetic experiment named 626 crash lands into Earth and lands in Hawaii, and befriends a strange alien girl named Lilo. And while he's living with Lilo, he's now trying to dodge the alien's creator and his assistant Pligley, who are trying to recapture him. And what shall happen when Stitch learns the meaning of Ohana? Well, for those who've seen it, you probably know how the plot's gonna go. Especially since you know the story about E.T. meets hiding a pet. But if you can even get past that fact that its story's been done before, you can still enjoy it like I did. Like I said, it is one of my favorite films of all time. Now let's talk about the characters. It has such wonderful characters. Like my favorite supporting character would have to be Cobra Bubbles. He's the workaholic. Oh yeah, there's this subplot where Lilo has to live with her older sister Nani while their parents have passed away. But Nani has trouble looking out for her, since she has to look after a girl who's already after an orphan like Lilo, who's already a handful. Oh. Now, but for Cobra Bubbles, he's not the bad guy, he's just doing his job. He's a social worker, and he friends to take Lilo away, but he actually does show some signs of caring. And so, now, back to the characters. Besides Cobra Bubbles, my real favorite characters would have to be the two title characters. Lilo Pelekai is like very cute and quirky, and I consider her one of the best written child characters, especially with her voice actress Devay Chase. Her relationship with Nani, and of course her interactions with Stitch, who's another favorite character of mine. Stitch, aka 626, is very cheeky and goofy and naughty and mischievous, but shows some sincere, caring, and sensitive, especially since Stitch later learns the meaning of family, just as his Ohana knows the meaning of family. Now, I would like to mention, here's one of my favorite line of dialogue. Like my favorite line of dialogue would be when they interact for Cobra Bubbles. Lilo just says, "Your knuckles say Cobra. Have you ever killed anyone?" Other than that, I can't really think of any kind of dialogue I enjoyed. I mean, I like some of it, but the humor I like revolves around how weird Lilo is and how goofy Stitch can be. And, now for my favorite scene. My favorite scene would usually be its climax, but my real favorite would be when Lilo first meets Stitch, which is, of course, very funny and sweet. Heat. And of course, how he's mistaken for a puppy. And to be fair, he looks like a chihuahua, I'll say. Now, for my final verdict. Lilo and Stitch is overall one of my favorite films of all time. Its animation is beautiful, and the characters are great. The story is at least good, especially since Chris Saunders and Dean Du Bois, they do this thing where they take a story you've heard of before, but try to make you feel like you're hearing it for the first time. And of course, they're the guys who later did How to Train Your Dragon and The Croods. Now, I like to end this video with my thoughts on the other Lilo and Stitch sequels. Lilo and Stitch 2. It was okay, but forgettable. Stitch the movie and Leroy and Stitch were better. The Stitch anime was pretty stupid. and of course the Lilo Stitch animated series, that was much better. But neither of them could top the original. Well, that's all for now, and I'll see you next time.